In mediumship, there is a golden rule. We are hosts, not bosses. Welcome to step 21. Today, we're mastering the ethics of inviting spirit. Spirits are people. We don't summon them, we invite them. True evidence flows best when it isn't forced. Your practice today. Sit in your quiet space and simply hold the door open. Let whoever comes forward naturally be the one you work with. When you stop hunting for a specific person, the connection becomes pure, effortless, and undeniably real. Are you ready to let Spirit lead the way? Drop a star in the comments, and I'll see you next time for step 22. Do you feel airy-fairy after your mediumship practice? You might be leaving your spiritual door wide open. Step 22. Disconnecting is just as important as connecting. If you don't close the link, you might forget what it's like being on Earth. Your practice. When finished, say thank you to Spirit. Then visualize your energy drawing back into your body. Ground yourself. You are off duty now. Setting a clear boundary honors both you and the spirit world. It keeps your gift sustainable. In mediumship, your soul speaks the first second. Your mind speaks in the second. Welcome to step 23. Today, we're training your speed of trust. When spirit sends a message, it's a flash. Doubt is the buffer that tries to make sense of it. By the time you've analysed it, you've lost the frequency. Your practice today. The moment a thought, image, or feeling hits, say it. Don't wait for it to make sense. Trust the first flash before your brain tries to edit it. The most accurate evidence usually feels the most random. If you thought, yellow umbrella, say yellow umbrella. What's the most random thing you've ever sensed that's turned out to be right? Tell me below. Step 24 is next. Ever get stuck during a reading because the details just stop flowing? Don't panic and never start guessing. When the evidence runs dry, it could be due to a number of factors. Say, for instance, the information that you're receiving from spirit could be more subtle than what you're used to, or deeper blending is required with spirit. Next time you hit a wall, shift your awareness back to the spirit communicator and internally ask, what else can you show me? Then hold the space and wait for a flash of an image, a feeling, or a memory. Spirit want to validate their identity. Your task is to pass them the mic. Try this in your next practice session and let me know in the comments what unexpected evidence popped up for you. Did you know every spirit has a unique energetic calling card before they even say a word? When you connect to the spirit world, don't rush into getting names and dates. Instead, take the time to feel the weight and texture of the energy entering your space. That is called the spirit signature. Notice the immediate shift. Does the energy feel solid and formal or authoritative like a grandfather? Or light, bubbly, and fast-paced like a young child? Before you ask for details, ask your own awareness. What is the flavour of this soul? Tuning into this signature gives you a baseline context and helps your readings to flow. Do you pick up on the personality of spirit, or do you focus on facts first? Let me know in the comments below. When you connect to the spirit world and you're wanting to figure out where spirit is standing, you can always ask spirit and wait for a response. Or you could try this technique. This technique involves mapping them, or what is called the spirit clock. Close your eyes and imagine a massive clock face on the floor beneath you. 12 o'clock is directly in front of you, 3 is to your right, and 6 is behind you. Now scan your awareness around the circle. Where do you feel a sudden shift in temperature, a tingling sensation, or a magnetic pull? If you feel a pull over your left shoulder, acknowledge them. I have a communicator at 9 o'clock. Pinpointing their location instantly solidifies your link. When you practice, where do spirits usually stand for you? Let me know in the comments. Feeling anxious, shaky, or completely overwhelmed during a reading? It happens. When your adrenaline spikes, your mind gets incredibly noisy, and that mental static makes the spiritual link feel chaotic. But the fix is built right into your physiology. It's a literal cheat code for your nervous system. Remember this rule: slow breath equals a stronger connection. The moment panic hits, drop your awareness away from your head and into your belly. Take one slow, deliberate breath. This instantly clears the psychic static so spirit can lock back in. Save this video so you can find it for the next time you feel overwhelmed before a session. Here is a hard truth about mediumship. Not every message needs to be interpreted. As mediums, our job is to be the translator, not the judge or a therapist. If spirit shows you a red car, just say, I see a red car. Don't assume that it's an accident or a childhood toy. When you try to overinterpret a message, you can actually inject your own ego and logic into a reading. Deliver the raw evidence cleanly. Let the sitter find the meaning. Drop it in the comments if you agree that ethics make the medium. What is the absolute scariest word a medium can hear during a reading? The word is no. You say, I see a blue bicycle, and your sitter or recipient says, nope, I can't take that. It is so easy to panic in this moment and lose your power. But here is the golden rule of evidential mediumship: never take the information back. If you felt it or saw it clearly from spirit, trust it. The spirit world is intelligent and will use your knowledge and experiences to communicate information. There are many reasons why the recipient cannot take it in that moment. It could be as simple as forgetting about the blue bicycle that an auntie had, for example. It could be that the blue bicycle was a symbol for something else, or it could be that the recipient didn't know about the blue bicycle and ended up finding out after the reading that in actual fact the auntie did have one. You could politely say, it's okay if it doesn't resonate with you right now. You may find out later on that your auntie did have it, or you may find out that it has some significance later on down the track. Don't force them to take the information. Leave that up to the recipient and focus on blending back in with your power. I've personally found that a lot of the times recipients or clients will message me much later saying it made sense. Spirit doesn't make mistakes. Sometimes the recipient just needs time to remember. Has a piece of evidence made sense after a reading was over? Let me know in the comments. You did it! Welcome to step 30 of the Mediumship Challenge. You've practiced the mechanics, faced the doubts, and learned the boundaries. But the real journey starts now. Mediumship is a sacred lifelong calling, and it requires dedication. Let's seal this 30-step container in a powerful commitment. Let's say it out loud. I commit to ethical, evidential mediumship. And remember, you are serving spirit, and it requires dedication. Congratulations! Celebrate your graduation by dropping a... And let me know in the comments, what was your biggest breakthrough during this 30-step challenge?